Social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and YouTube have become breeding grounds for hazardous content, leading to an increase in suicides, attempted suicides, and wrongful deaths. In Philadelphia, wrongful death cases related to online challenges like Blue Whale and Momo have brought attention to the role of negligent platforms in exacerbating these mental health issues and suicides. This rise in online-induced tragedies has led to questions about who can be held accountable and how grieving families can seek justice. A 2022 survey found that 35% of U.S. teenagers are on platforms like TikTok and Snapchat almost constantly, a trend that has fueled suicides across the country. Social media challenges such as Blue Whale and Momo have emerged as significant contributors to Philadelphia wrongful deaths and severe injury, pushing vulnerable teens and children into suicide attempts. Social media platforms like TikTok or Instagram have been accused of negligence in failing to prevent the spread of hazardous content. Platforms have a responsibility to monitor and remove dangerous content that promotes suicidal behavior and online challenges encouraging self-harm. The recent increase in Philadelphia online challenge-induced suicides has prompted a surge in Philadelphia wrongful deaths. Families should seek to hold platforms accountable for their negligence. Recent court rulings have begun to challenge the blanket immunity social media companies have long enjoyed under Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. Section 230 has traditionally protected platforms from liability for user-generated content by stating that no provider or user of an interactive computer service shall be treated as the publisher or speaker of any information provided by another information content provider. However, thanks to a recent Third Circuit Court ruling that TikTok's recommendations determined by its video suggestion algorithm on its For You page constitute first-party speech and are therefore not covered by the immunities provided for in the Section 230 of the Federal Communications Decency Act. This precedent opens up the door for Philadelphia wrongful death lawsuits against negligent social media platforms. The negligence of social media platforms lies in their failure to adequately safeguard their users. Despite being aware of the harmful impact of hazardous online challenges and cyberbullying, many platforms have not enforced sufficient protections for users. Philadelphia wrongful death lawyers argue that these platforms are not only negligent, but reckless in failing to implement proper safety protocols to prevent the spread of addictive and harmful content. They prioritize engagement metrics over user safety, leading to preventable suicides. If you have lost a loved one to a Philadelphia social media-induced suicide, or one of the online challenges spread on TikTok and other social media, or if your loved one has suffered self-harm or attempted suicide, you may be entitled to file a wrongful death lawsuit. Immediate family members, such as parents, are eligible to pursue compensation for the wrongful death of their loved one. Additionally, individuals who have attempted suicide due to social media-induced harassment, cyberbullying, or other harmful content can seek compensation for their losses. Philadelphia wrongful death lawsuits can provide survivors with the justice they deserve. Our lawyers understand the emotional toll that losing a loved one to suicide can take on families. We offer compassionate legal guidance to help families seek justice for their loss and compensation for the emotional suffering, medical expenses, and financial losses that often accompany wrongful deaths. Our attorneys work tirelessly to build strong cases by investigating social media interactions, preserving evidence, and ensuring that negligent platforms and cyberbullies are held accountable. If your loved one committed an online-induced suicide or attempted suicide, it's essential to act quickly. Document any harmful interactions or online challenges that contributed to their death or self-harm. Contact relevant authorities, and most importantly, reach out to our experienced Philadelphia wrongful death lawyers who specialize in cases involving social media content and online harassment. We will help guide you through the legal process, ensuring that your rights are protected. Our lawyers at the Trapani Law Firm are dedicated to seeking justice for the families of suicide victims and those harmed by dangerous online content. By holding liable parties accountable, we aim to bring closure and compensation to grieving families while advocating for safer online environments for all users to make sure that no child gets harmed or dies as a result of the negligence of social media companies ever again. At the Trapani Law Firm, we work on a contingency fee basis, meaning you don't pay unless we win your case. Our attorneys stay updated with modern threats posed by social media, like TikTok, and are dedicated to helping victims of online challenges and cyberbullying. If you or a loved one has suffered from an online challenge-induced suicide or attempted suicide, contact us to schedule a free initial consultation. Let us help you seek justice and fight for a safer future for our youth.